Where do we started? Where do we start?
With the group deciding what their next move was.
Like,
Damn. Okay, he's fucking
Thanks.
on point. Jesus.
he's on point. He was like, I'm waiting for these idiots to get to me.
Okay, what point was that though? What was our
Then
next move?
You decided to split up, and
Yeah,
some of you went to go talk to the fortune teller, and some of
Yeah,
you
paid
went to
attention.
talk to the missing kid's mom.
Oh my god, did we unlock a new person that can help recap? Fucking fine.
Yeah,
Bro, is
That's
this
right.
like when you get error or a seal door in that old Lord of the Rings game?
So yeah, we basically started in earnest when Garth joined. Was thrown to the deep end. So I guess yeah. What did Saturday, Janny, and Viper? I'm trying to remember code names.
God, it's,
Got it.
Get down to.
it's always such effort to get into that
I had
mindset.
to like close my eyes and visualize.
Look, just don't call people by the code names. Just say, "Hey, you," and he points at this person's character. Boom, easy.
That's the weak way of going about it.
Oh, weak man. Okay, so
What do you guys get up to?
we go to fortune teller. We chat with her, and by chat with her, I mean pay her to read our fortunes. And she gives us the most generic, could apply to literally anyone on any situation, bullshit answers. Lucia and Bradford try to talk to her to actually get information more related to the reason we're here. Fail at that miserably. Don't say his actual name. Viper, there we go. Viper rocks up. What did he do specifically? He jumped over the table and tackled her effectively.
No, don't you conflate your narrative here. He gave her a last chance to come with the information, and then he dispelled magic on her, and then jumped over the table and tackled her. Come on, get your facts straight.
Fair. That's on me. I should have remembered better.
And
He
then
did-
Frog watched her inside.
Yeah, brought her into the caravan and saw that she was a woman from Shamash, a young woman from Shamash, and he's like, okay, why the
What's up?
disguise, why all this, why all that, and she's like, you clearly don't know, like, how things work out here. You know, women disappear in, I keep confusing it, the old one's Brigandale.
Daleborough.
The old one's Brigandale, yeah. People, women disappear in Brigandale. And she would not elaborate as to, like, what she thought was or is the cause on that, which I still find that seems to be an ongoing trend in this village of people not talking about that. Like, if it weren't for the fact that we busted out supernatural capabilities of, like, coercing people, I just think that they're just super afraid of, someone over there. But the fact that we have used magic on people and they still refuse to talk about it, it's like, there is something else out there. Anyways,
Have you thought about going around not in like full kit and trying to talk to people? Because I'm just now realizing we're probably intimidating.
Yeah, the black ones is what they call us. So imagine what happens if we would shed that. That's crazy. Anyways,
Anyways,
Calling us the white ones.
The regular ones.
but Viper did get a. I don't like calling it a prophecy. It makes it sound like too like religious connotation. A vision into the future, or just a vision on the current circumstance. And we got a fun little rhyme. Little children, one by one, follow till the day is done. In the night, sweetly sleeping, nightmares reign when it is creeping. Through the windows, through the walls, naughty children's curtain call. What's up?
I realized something about that. I spelled rain wrong, guys.
R-A-I-N? Oh, like R-E-I-G-N is what you
Oh,
that makes a lot more sense now, actually.
okay. I'll
Like,
understand,
not
okay.
specific weather, but on their... Okay.
Yeah, like a domain of nightmare as opposed to
It's pissing
like
down
literally
right outside.
pitter patter of nightmare. Okay. I would say both make sense. Like we definitely
yes.
walked with the first one, so
Yes,
they
but
both make
the thing
sense.
is, I'm glad you clarified, because I was actually thinking about that. It's like, do we have to wait for it to like rain specifically, and that's when he's going
You'll be waiting a long time.
Okay,
Yeah, I
yeah.
was gonna say, it doesn't rain. Oh,
What? Do our characters have a concept of rain? Anyways.
no. Yeah, so he got that vision, and then meanwhile outside, Janny and Saturday had to talk. with some guards who are coming to investigate the commotion.
They
Because
weren't guards. were they?
I thought there were guards.
No, there's just
No, they were just
There's just some guys.
people around.
There were concerned citizens,
yeah, basically.
and their concern shifted from Miss Adalea to the turret that got deployed right there in front of them. I still think that was a fun moment for Lucian. That was very, very fun. And then she said that she can get her disguise back basically the next day, so a once per day disguise self-esque capability. Sebastian, not Viper. Sebastian did say, like, you know, why, like, ask why stay here and all that stuff, and she just like she just needs money. She needs there's opportunity out here, so he left her 200 gold, and if she needs help leaving, he offers to help. But we left. We left to go regroup with everyone else. Speak of everyone else. Hey, everyone else.
All right,
Do the
Copp,
thing.
what happened?
You gotta earn your stay. You gotta tell us what happens.
Give an inch, they take a mile.
With the other team, we went to the central tent city, western half of it at least, to go speak to the mother of the first victim.
Melissa, I think her name was.
Melissa, correct. Her child, Justin, had been taken. He was age 11. She allowed us inside, and she seemed quite haggard, and the state of her home seemed equally as unkempt. And we began speaking to her. Months ago was when young Justin disappeared. And we learned that the same day that he was reported missing, and she made quite a fuss over it, as any mother should. Lord Marshall himself came and visited her, but that, in her own words, that was the last time she heard about anyone doing anything to find him. We learned that Justin had been hanging out with a rough crowd, namely Court, who was another victim. I believe the fifth victim I ever remember. In her own words, she thought that Justin gave him like a leg up. So there was that. We looked around his room. We didn't find any signs of forced entry. The only
And
other
the window
entrance.
was like very small. It was like only 2 or 3 feet wide, or
Yeah.
like diameter total.
So we got to, or at least Jericho got to theorizing that maybe whatever took Justin had the means of teleporting like he does, or perhaps mist walking, or some other means of transpositioning yourself as such. I don't think we learned anything else significant from there. Only the name of the fifth victim and whereabouts he had lived.
Did Justin did his mother describe him like the day of his the preceding day of his disappearance as like acting weird or something like that?
Oh, the day
Yeah,
he
he
went
had
missing, I
been
believe.
spooked.
He seemed as though he was like worried about something, or anxious. But yeah, other than that, she got very emotional, and we did take our leave. And met back up with the other half of the team, I believe, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, we went to Court's house while we were still separated.
No, because Viper went to
No,
Court's house
yeah.
with us.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
did we go to Court's house? Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, we
Okay.
changed the team makeup when we
Right,
met,
right.
met up in
It
the
was
marketplace.
Lucky, Janny, and Valkyrie went back to the mayor's estate, and then everyone else went to Court's house,
Yes.
where we
Right,
met a very, very loudmouthed guard.
Mhm.
That guy was a guard.
Who proudly talked about beating on children. It's like, all right, well,
Beating on naughty children, supposedly.
Which it does seem like Court was rebellious given the sort of neglect of his own parents. So,
What was
rough
his
upbringing.
dad's name? Robert?
Robert,
Oh.
yeah.
Like Robert Baratheon?
We that guard did show us to Court's house, and we almost weren't let inside. We couldn't even attempt to bribe our way inside. But as soon as we showed the writ, Robert did allow us to enter and ask some questions.
And investigate Court's room.
Yes. What did who went up there? I believe it was Saturday and Seraph.
Yeah, that's right.
Did you guys find anything in his room, or is it
We
just more of the
found-
same?
We found that the mattress had been stabbed, most likely by Court, and
Mhm.
that he had likely hid in the closet sometimes. He probably used the window to sneak out sometimes, maybe, but it was like the second floor drop. So, yeah, I don't think we really found anything except for like upsetting signs of existence.
Yeah.
I think he
Yeah.
slept in the
He slept in
closet
the
due
closet,
to
from what we could tell.
Yeah.
well, not like on a regular basis. I think that one's more
Hmm.
recent.
You think that's?
I don't know if
related
the
to
evidence to prove that, but I think the conjecture is the thing haunting them is giving them that concern. So he just tried to stop sleeping in his bed.
Yeah, I
As
think
if that would
And-
help.
was saying something about that. Yeah.
And we looked around the upper floor besides Court's room while Jericho had his conversation, and we didn't find anything else.
Speaking of that conversation, Jericho played a good watchman for a moment, while Viper played intimidating watchman, just to see what we could learn, which wasn't much. Robert was very much an uncaring, quote-unquote, father. He wasn't even sure if Court was actually his, and so he seemed very indifferent towards Court's disappearance and even his existence.
And his wife's suicide.
And his wife's suicide, which, happened, I believe, like a month after Court's disappearance. So she cared in some capacity. It's a shame she didn't show it enough to young Court before his disappearance. But regardless, let's see. Ran with a Bad Bunch was here before the refugees. So yeah, Court and his family seem to have been here before. Many of the Tent City residents moved in from Brigandale.
Yeah, his Robert like runs or owns one of the boats that goes out to the island, if I remember correctly.
But regardless, when it became apparent that we weren't going to learn anything from Robert, Jericho, in a moment of emotional outburst, did break a chair over Robert's back and knock him out, prompting his, I guess we'll say
Prostitute.
mistress, yeah, to stand up and start to leave, but Viper did stop her.
Seraph had come downstairs and bewitched her, air quotes, to talk.
Yeah. We tried questioning her. When we pressed about Brigandale again, we got nothing. Even with the
Against threat of being stabbed.
yeah, threat of being stabbed and fast friends, neither got us anything worthwhile.
Other than
What-
their conviction and not talking about it.
Exactly. What prompted the guard to show up? Did she scream?
Her screaming like
Yeah.
bloody murder and us bewitching her and stuff like that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, because it only
Yeah.
lasts like a minute.
Yeah,
well,
and then the guard
so-
is like
It lasts.
it takes money.
It lasts an hour. It's to the point that they're so against talking about it that it considers
breaks it.
that it's doing something harmful to them.
Yeah.
Or you're trying to get them to do something harmful to them.
Ooh, that's yeah.
That's spicy.
That is spicy. But anyway, that same guard from before showed up. Took a look around, looted the rest of the coin off Robert, and dipped.
The lady, the prostitute, looted Robert, and then when she got knocked unconscious, he looted her. Just like, bro.
But yeah, I think that was Court's home settled. What was happening back at the manor?
Stuff and things.
Stuff and things.
Stuff and things.
I forget whose room were
think
you guys
anything
looking
particularly
into.
important. No,
Lucky talked to the kids, or was that the week prior?
that
No,
was
no.
there.
When did the eldest approach? And who did he
It was
approach?
the-
He approached.
She pushed Janny and Valkyrie. Lucky
Yeah,
was
so-
there.
It was the
Almost
second oldest,
immediately.
right?
Second oldest, correct.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It was right. It was pretty much immediately.
And he had quite the offer.
Mm-hmm.
Oh boy.
Kill the mayor's eldest and the mayor, and clear room for him to become
Bring
the mayor.
progress.
Yeah.
He's gonna fix this place up. Can he count on your vote this coming election season?
He's got a
He was
5-year
like-
plan.
He was like, if you take care of my brother, I can have more work for you later. And we're like, gee, I wonder what that would be.
Gee willikers.
Wow,
I
what an
personally got the
opportunity,
vibe
mister!
that he started leaning into his altruism bit after his initial pitch didn't go over as immediately successful as planned.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like he was sort of changing his tune, but that's just me. We didn't incite him for shit.
Manipulative.
Psychopathic.
We I guess discussed that offer later, which definitely angered Viper.
Yeah, we took a vote on if we're killing a 16-year-old kid or not, and then Viper was like, had an outburst that we're Black Watchmen in a Lord's Alliance estate talking about murdering a member of the Lord's Alliance.
And he definitely said when you get caught, not if.
Yeah.
When.
Show me the lie.
I think the outburst was helpful though, because we canned the talk about that and got back on task.
We're discussing the
Kidnapping and murder of children.
yes, the investigation. That's what I was looking for. Though unfortunately we were grounded. I believe for 4 days we were being kept in the major state because we were asking about Brigandale, which is a no-no apparently.
Yeah,
know that
did
now.
the mayor actually openly say it? The reason is because we're asking about Brigandale to Lucky, or
I don't
he
think.
said, I don't know if he said to us, but I know he talked
Yeah.
to Lucky.
I don't think we got a.
It's definitely
reason.
be implied you're asking too many questions.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Investigators, you're asking too many questions.
We're investigating. But on the fourth day
Of Christmas.
of Christmas, my true love gave to me.
1, 2.
1, 2, got one.
Yeah, is 2 the number 2? Is that how it's spelled? I just need to know for clarification.
That's what Seraph called him.
His name is something else, but in Goblin it means son too.
It means son. Oh my god.
He's
That's
the
why he's
second
called me
son.
too.
That's why he's called 2.
I love that. But yeah, Ward arrived with Viscus and 2, otherwise known as Booyag. Don't call
Pox
him
on your
Boo.
family.
You might get a viscous little pox on my family, I guess. All right. They had nothing to do with this, though. But anyway,
They are now.
Ward is going to be joining us in this investigation along with Booyag, while Lucky
Lucky's
returns
peacing
with
out.
Lucius. He's peacing out.
Oh,
Lucky had a
Ward
brief
is-
reunion along with Seraph with Booyog and then Beast.
Ward is in a very peculiar position of negotiation, given the people she's interacting with.
Mhm.
So that's not going to be good. So let's not add to her list of suffering by stretching this out.
Yeah, she said she was confident she could get us freedom to move around again outside the estate.
And out of character, we do have a pretty good idea on how we might find the kidnapper, but we need to find out how to figure that out in character. Which,
How to
in-
translate that.
In
given
character, the last piece of information was we thought the next kill might happen in 2 days.
2 days from
right?
now.
Yeah.
but now that the Goblin Watchman Booyag is here, we might, who is also a Black Ranger, we might be able to tell him what we know and see if he can piece it together.
Very good. I think that's it. So yeah.
And this happened.
Nice.
Where's that thing you posted the other day? Where's the card? Where is it? I know. You
Oh
posted
yeah,
it
it's in
somewhere.
general. It's in general.
Yeah.
That's right.
I made that last week. I was waiting to use it.
Nice. Excellent.
And Gar found this card, which is we're just grind the same joke into the card.
It ain't playable. You're not subject to
That's pretty
different
good.
versions.
So you, Garth, is this music gonna get copyrighted?
Honcho not knows all the way.
No,
Okay,
this
cool.
one should be good. Yeah.
Like the devs are
I
super
thought-
open. People streaming
Fucking.
it.
What is it called? Shit. What is the anime called?
Berserk.
Yeah,
Naruto.
I remembered B. Oh, God.
Yeah, that's
I thought
just what
it was
happens
fine,
when
But
Mura passes. Laws of causality and all that. Anyways, so you are locked down. 2 after just getting here, immediate on lockdown, which, probably not the first time.
What's that?
As you sort of sit in these rooms in this little spare bedroom, some of you do get various sendings over the couple of days. Additionally, you have about 2 days until the next event should happen, if you recalculated it based off of
Steven stuff.
Steven's death.
If we've had a day with Booyog, Seraph will catch up just about the case. Or like the
Got-
disappearances
yeah,
and stuff.
For sure. Copp, is there anything you need to know or don't know?
I don't think there's anything I need to know right now.
Gotcha. All right. So if
We-
it pops
just
up,
say-
we can
yeah,
just
we
say
went
they've taught.
back.
Yep. Easy. However, this morning, as you awake, you are grabbed by a guard who is said your presence is requested at the mayor's house.
To the mayor's house, then.
As you head over, I've already done I don't know if this lighting worked. I didn't check it. I think I did it right. We'll see.
Where are we dropping?
Ooh.
You should have vision.
I do not.
I do not.
Mine's pitch black.
Yeah,
you see at the
mine
bottom?
is pitch black.
Mine's
I
also
don't see-
black.
yeah,
Oh, no,
nothing.
I can see.
I can see like the whole thing.
Okay, it didn't work. That's fine.
No.
No, maybe it's just a thing of the tokens as opposed to the map.
Hey, there it goes. Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, you know what I think it is? I think some of y'all's haven't been set up on
The lighting there.
dark vision yet for a specific reason.
Yeah, that's probably.
Choo. All right. Can everyone see?
I am
Mhm.
blind.
I am still blind.
Really? I just take it. Why do I even try? Why do I
The
even
rain-
try?
Because the success is nice.
So y'all do a thorough reconnaissance of the mayor's
Fully
house,
understand
right?
This house. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, Flora could fill us in.
Ooh.
I know we're on the ground floor.
Oh, like I have an attic and everything.
I'm sure not to metagame that.
Wait a second. Is this set up like a
Why
clue
is this
map?
corner down here?
It's
Why
set
is
up
No.
like it matched what I needed for design without having to make it myself.
I
Okay.
killed the coconut in the rumpus room with the
It's
candlestick.
just a happy accident. It starts to look like a clue board. Okay.
I see that. I can
Yeah.
I
see that.
like it a lot.
Yeah.
Wait. Oh, I'm on the map layer or something. 'Cause I cannot
Right.
select. I cannot select this token.
I
It says
cannot
you're on the
select my
token
token
Oh,
either.
wait, maybe you drag your token
Just put
out
your own
instead.
down.
There's a little bird's nest up here. That's fun.
We've had a full day at this point, yeah.
We've had
Yeah.
several, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and stretch their legs.
I will say what you do notice here is that the mayor's guards are certainly kitted up better than the ones that are in the town.
Surprising no one.
Surprising no one.
Wait.
Could we try to judge by how they operate to see if they're skill-wise maybe better, or if
And
they're
I
just
make-
guards in nice armor?
Can I make a deduction as a player and have it translate to Sebastian?
Sure.
These are Lord's Alliance members.
Ooh.
You can tell by the guns, the border. We've seen this token before.
Yeah, I
Mm.
thought
They're
so.
certainly in a higher quality of guard.
What do you call a Lord's Alliance member? Like, we're called Watchmen. What, like a Allianceman? Like, what do you call that?
Lord?
Ally.
Even the people that serve them?
Yeah, I mean, I guess not particularly.
Bannerman? Lordsman?
Yeah, there's something like that. I mean, they're guards, they're militia.
Yeah. Sellout, I guess.
The difference is the town has guards, these are trained militia.
These are yeah,
Hmm.
soldiers.
Right, so as you enter, you do hear a slight conversation going on. And this main. What was that?
The bear laughing in the distance.
Oh, I love my children, except for this little shithead that tried to kill them all.
I can actually see that.
Oh, wait, what is that?
Jordan, you
What
you
happened to
good? You
jet
building up
engine
power
over
over there? He's got his
I'm
hydro
gonna-
generator going.
I'm gonna ignore that for now, but that was a very curious sound. So you proceed in, and you hear the mayor say, "Oh, good! Come over! Come and sit."
It's only 4 seats.
Sit next to the boy.
The boy.
There's some seats over here and
Against a
on the wall.
I'm not gonna walk behind the mayor. That looks odd to me. God. Have to hurry or else someone's gonna
no,
the wall.
no one sits at the table.
Nope.
Jericho does.
This is kind of exactly how I figured things would go.
Jericho looks around, sees no one else sits. He starts to feel like an asshole. Am I the sellout?
Everyone will sit at the chair, but he's gonna sit next to Ward because he needs the comfort.
Yeah, as you see, the lieutenant's made herself quite comfortable and is sitting in this very prim and proper position.
Just our
You-
like full kit.
Without a helmet, yeah. Which I don't have art for because I'm limited to 3 a day.
Damn.
I'll follow her lead and remove my helmet. Place it on the table in front of me, one hand on top of it. Glance to the little air with my glowing eye. Give him a small nod.
He just has this, like, looks down his nose at everyone appearance.
Yeah.
As he just says, "Is this all of you then?"
Yep.
Then let's get to business. Father. I have appreciated your time here. You've certainly been an interesting lot. But let's make something clear. You are working for me. And you are asking questions that don't need answered. You're not here to figure out every common person's plight and peril. You're here to solve a murder.
Thought the two were connected, my lord. That's all.
Well, now that we've erased those thoughts from your head, let's move on to something more pressing. Your lieutenant here has convinced me that it would be best if you were able to leave the grounds and go conduct some additional research. I'd hoped you'd be finished, but, well, that's not the case.
Finished, my lord.
Was 2 days not enough? I thought you were watchmen, experts in your field.
We arrived here in the evening on the first day. and we had one full day to ourselves. Got back here, and then we were under house arrest for 4 days.
Yes, 2 days, as I have said.
Glanced toward. Sure, 2 days.
You're right, my lord. 2 days should have sufficed. But it seems there are some complexities here that we weren't aware of. Right. Well, since we've agreed on several matters of business, I feel confident saying that you will be able to proceed along what you've hired for and additional work I have tasked you with. He just looks over at Lieutenant. That's correct, isn't it? Of course, my lord. We'll see to the tree being doused in the poison just as you have requested. This is your town, after all. We're here to promote harmony amongst all, even if that means certain sacrifices must be made. Very good. I'm glad they've sent someone more sensible out here. Anyways, is everything clear on what's to be expected of you?
May I ask a question?
What is on your mind?
Will the natives be given the opportunity to live among the people?
You just see him like clamp down on his fork with his hand before setting it down. What benefit would it be to me to murder my workforce? Of course, they would be given opportunities to live. They have strong backs and they're resilient. Plenty good to work minds. It'd be good work for them, for a change.
Seraph will nod, satisfied enough for now.
Can I insight word?
Absolutely.
Yeah, from the moment she agreed verbally to what's the word? Poison the tree to when Seraph just asked that question. So 23.
She definitely has plans she's working on.
Okay.
Though she hides it fairly well, you just got a feeling about this. And should you finish with everything, perhaps there's more we could do here.
Perhaps, my lord. Our business doesn't have to stop with finding the kidnapper.
He just slams his hands down and then points a finger to you. Yes, precisely. Now you're thinking like a businessman.
For once.
Good. I am glad to see we all have clearer heads here now. As he stands up, finish your meal at your leisure, and then proceed with the investigation as you see fit, understanding that we're here for the investigation.
The right investigation.
Precisely. As he sort of stands up, he just does a nod before leaving.
What, you staying here?
You see the older son get up and move to his father's
Assert dominance.
Is there any information I should be made aware of?
Grab my plate, move down a chair. Ah, that your father hasn't already told you, I bet. Don't think so. The investigation's handled. even despite the delay. We have a good lead.
Wonderful. What are your defense strategies?
Defense strategies.
For this compound?
Well, assuming we aren't able to bag the kidnapper before it strikes again. How old are you, Milord?
17.
He mulls it over for a moment, visibly. You might still be in range for the kidnapper to target you. We would need you and all your siblings and young Fulton to be watched at all times. Hopefully ideally in the same room. All guards on alert. Us as well.
He just looks around. No, that will not be happening. You're highly trained. You're highly capable. We have business to attend to. The war doesn't stop because some brigand is on the loose. You will make adjustments around our schedule. We will not be adjusting to yours.
If there were a brigand on the loose, my lord, you wouldn't have called us. You'd have had your guards deal with it.
Plus, brother, have you considered they might not strike here? We are next, correct? That's what your intelligence has gathered?
Yes, but if you lot are all safe and sound, you might strike elsewhere. I mean, after all, it killed that mage hunter recently. That didn't fit with its MO. Man was fully grown.
Precisely. Wouldn't it be bigger if we guarded the whole town? If everyone was accounted for, not just ourselves?
Can't stretch ourselves too thin.
It's a ridiculous notion to think that anything more important than guarding here wouldn't be necessary.
My lords, if I might interject for a moment. You both seem to me wolves, lions, men of purpose and drive, not sheep. We are similar. There is no better defense than a good offense. If we hunt down the creature, there won't need to be any adjustment of schedules or accounting of people in their homes.
And you're confident you can find it?
Yes.
We've already made leaps and bounds in the short time we've been here.
But if it strikes where you are gone, we will be defenseless.
If it strikes.
But brother, we could prevent more loss of life. Certainly the folk of the town would see this as a morale booster if they knew we had their best interest at heart.
Even
He like wipes his mouth and sets his napkin down. If one of them has to die to ensure that we live, then so be it.
he says one of them. Was he talking about?
Correct.
One of the townsfolk?
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps, but confident as we are that we can peg this thing before it strikes, it might do, as your brother counsels, to at least make a show of care, shall we say, compassion to the people of this town. It would solidify your rule, solid as it already is. It would dissuade any unrest.
It might also encourage people to get back to work, knowing that they don't have to fear going to work.
And if we kill it, you get a win. If we don't kill it and come back, we still protect you, so you haven't lost anything.
He just pushes his meal forward as he readjusts his ascot. You will have your time, but you will be here the day you expect the killing, and you will be early. To be on time is to be late.
As you say, my lord. We will.
Then I shall take my leave. Happy hunting to you and yours. See, makes his way up and about.
Are these doors open right now?
No.
Okay.
So what do you think, too? You got this thing?
Since I've had time to think, it's been about a day since I've been here, right?
Mhm.
Would you allow me to re-roll the history check since I've had time to think on it?
Yes, if you try to adjust your mic.
Oh, yes.
only in that case.
Can I give him advantage as a fellow ranger?
Yeah, absolutely.
Is my mic too loud, or what's going on?
You
It's
sound
just echoing.
distant.
I will try to fix that.
You sound like a little far away, maybe. Like echoey like that.
So, yeah, you can piece together what y'all have pieced together.
We did it! We did the
The
thing.
MO, the style, the action. It all makes sense.
Is that better?
No.
Pretty much the same.
yeah.
Is it a standing mic or is it like a headset mic?
It's a headset mic.
That's weird.
That was better. It's still a little echoey, but it's not as garbled.
Yeah.
Well, I'll try to adjust throughout the game.
Sure.
It's serviceable right now, so yeah.
Okay.
So as you sort of come to this conclusion and you're sort of putting it together in your head, the second son sort of leans forward. Have you considered my proposal?
Also a man of business.
We're still mulling it over. We need to take one thing at a time, right? This investigation comes first.
I understand. It's most important we make sure the people are safe.
Absolutely.
Inside check.
Inside check.
Yeah, Captain, like, go in.
Alright.
Oh!
Absolutely, but really though?
I read nothing.
Viper can have one of these. Have a +2.
What
This is
in
this is-
the hell?
what the hell
It's
is
Jordan,
that?
it's Jordan again.
What
Also, this
is
has a
that,
si-
though?
He has a 60-foot range?
It has a 60-foot range? Oh,
It says right there.
that is.
I always thought it was like you giving someone a ration or something. Like it had to be like next to you.
I should make that a smaller range.
You
That's
slingshot into someone's mouth.
Basically, it's not really a rat. It's. I'll explain.
It's like a fire truck.
Yeah, it's like a rooming, like an engine or something, or like a fan.
Nah, I don't know what it is.
It sounds like
let's see.
one of those chairs that goes up and down stairs for old people.
Or a standing desk going up or down.
That too.
He certainly does believe that is the best thing to do. Now, what his motives are for believing that's the best thing to do, not as clear to determine.
Mhm.
But you determine at least he understands that for the stability, for the prosperity of the hold, that is the best thing to do.